Good morning students. Today I'm gonna teach 6th math second chapter whole numbers. Continuation of the previous video. So today I'll teach properties of whole numbers. So there are some properties for whole numbers. So first property, closure property. Whole numbers are closed under addition and also under multiplication. So for addition and multiplication only closure property holds. For example, I explain with one example. See, let me take for addition. Okay, 2 is a whole number, right? Plus 3 is also whole number. So you have taken two whole numbers and addition symbol. So what you will get? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 is what? 5 is also a whole number. If you take other example also, 7 and 2, what you will get? 7 is a whole number, 2 is also whole number. 7 plus 2 is 9, that is also a whole number. And let me take for multiplication. Same way, 2 multiplication 3, both are whole numbers. 2 3s are 6, right? This is also a whole number itself. Or 6 is a whole number and 0 is also a whole number, right? 6 zeros are 0, so this is also a whole number. So for addition and multiplication, closure property holds. Okay, so whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication. So what about subtraction and division? Whether it does not, okay, it does not closed under closure property or division and subtraction. Let me explain with the example. See, if you take 5 is a whole number, okay, middle subtraction, minus 3. 5 minus 3 is how much? 2. Yeah, this is a whole number, okay, whole number. If you take some other example, one more example I'll take. 3 is a whole number, minus 7. So what you will get? 3 minus 7. 7 is a bigger number, right? So you will get minus 4. Minus sign you will get, right? Bigger number sign you are going to write. So when you get bigger number to subtract, yeah, subtraction means bigger number minus smaller number. Here smaller number minus bigger number. So that time you will subtract the number and write the bigger number sign. This type of numbers are called integers. This is integer. This you will study in further class in next. Now we are in whole number. So this is called what? This is what integer we call. So this is not a whole number. Right? See, here you will get whole number, here you will not get. So when you are taking subtraction, so sometimes it may only, sometimes you will get whole number, sometimes it may not get integers and all will get. So this subtraction is not closed under this closure property. So closure property does not hold for subtraction. Okay, and what about division? For example, I'll explain this also with one example. If you have 6 by 2, okay, 6 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number. When you divide it, what you will get? 2 1s are 2 3s are. So answer is 3. 3 is a whole number. Okay, one you got, this is a whole number. Next we can take some other number. 2 by 5. 2 is a whole number, 5 is also a whole number. When you divide, what you will get? This is a fraction only. We cannot divide, right? We cannot divide this. This is in fraction, you can write 2 by 5, or you can write it in the decimal form. Point, you will get it in point wise. So point wise doesn't comes in whole number, right? What is mean by whole number? 0 1 2 3 4, right? Whole number means 0 1 2 3 4 etc. like this. In this whole number, it does not contains fractions, right? 2 by 5, or it does not contains decimal points or the negative numbers, that integers. These are all not a whole number. So this is not a whole number, it becomes. So this is not a whole number. So division also does not holds for closure property. So whole numbers are closed under addition and multiplication, but not subtraction and division. Next, second property, commutativity of addition and multiplication. Now what do you mean by commutativity? So commutative means you can add any integer, any whole numbers in any order. So you can add two whole numbers in any order. For example, let me explain with the examples. So 3 is a whole number, 3 plus 5 is a whole number, right? What you will get? 3 plus 5 is 8. Or if you take 5, same way in another order. 5, first you will write 5, then 3. What you will get? 5 plus 3, 8. So if you can add the numbers in any order. 3 plus 5 or 5 plus 3, it is same, right? So 3 plus 5 is equals to 5 plus 3, that is 8 equals to 8. Commutative means this. You can add the numbers in any order. One more example. 10 plus 2 is equals to 2 plus 10, right? What you will get? Both you will get 12 itself. So commutative means this itself. This is commutative for addition. They have said multiplication also there. So multiplication also done by like this. See, for example, same I'll take it as for multiplication. 3 and 5. 3 5s are 15. 5 3s are 15. Same, right? You got the same. So commutative holds for multiplication also. Here 10 into 2 or 2 into 10. 10 2s are 20. 2 10s are 20. Same, right? So multiplication holds commutative property. What about subtraction and division? Here subtraction and division not said, so it does not hold. We cannot write subtraction and division in commutative property. Let me explain it. See, 3 minus 5 you take on, and 5 minus 3, whether we will get the same or not, we'll see. 3 minus 5, see, smaller number and bigger number. You have to subtract bigger number from the smaller number. You will get 3 minus 5, you will get minus 2. This you will be studying in your further class. This is called integers. Negative numbers are there. So 5 minus 3 is what? 5 minus 3 is 2. So 2 and minus 2 not equal. So we cannot. So commutative property does not holds for subtraction. Same way for division also. 10 divided by 5 is equals to 5 divided by 10. Whether it is possible. How can we write 10 divided by 10 by 5? Here 5 divided by 10 here, like this, right? 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So answer will be 2 here. Here 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. What is this? 1 by 2. 2 by 1 is what? Here 1 by 2. Okay. 2 by 1 is same as 2, right? We have studied 2 by 1. 1 is if denominator. If you have a 1 at the denominator, we can neglect it. We can write only the numerator. That is 2 by 1 is 1. But we cannot do this one. So half. So it is not equal. So by these two example, we can say that subtraction and division does not hold for commutative property. Students, take down some homework problems. Is 6 divided by 3 is same as 3 divided by 6? Justify. You have to show whether 6 divided by 3 and 3 divided by 6 same or not. I have explained same type of one example. You have to show like that. I have explained this problem. Same way you have to justify that. Whether here see 10 divided by 5 is equals to 5 divided by 10. At last what you get? 2 and half, which is not equal. Same way you have to prove that also. 6 divided by 3a as whether same as 3 divided by 6. Second question, subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. I have told you, right? Subtraction does not hold for commutative in a whole number. So that only they have mentioned. Subtraction is not commutative for whole numbers. Give some example. For this you have to give the some example and show that subtraction is not commutative. Okay, I have given some examples for you. Same way you have to give some other examples. See, like this I have given this example, right? Subtraction example, 3 minus 5 is equals to 5 minus 3. You got different answer. Same way you have to give some other examples. Some 2 examples is enough. Students, do this homework in your homework book. Thank you.